katuruoka?
Joo. Yleensä näyttää olevan niin kuin leivän välillä jotain jonkinlaista sotkua, eli lihaa ja kanaa ja revittyä possua ja niin edelleen.
No jotain hampurilaisia varmaan.
Pulle porkkia aika pitkälti sanoisin, joka pohjois näytetään myyvän, mutta tällaista ennakko-odotusta.
Helppoa ja yksinkertaista ja täyttävää.
En mä tiedä, jotain nopeaa ja helppoa. Hyvä. Vähän normaalista poikkeavaa.
Ihmisille, jotka haluaa vähän erimakuisia hampurilaisia tai jotakin kevätrullia tai mitä tää nyt oli myynnissä. Niin.
Mä voisin ajatella, että hodari on katuruoka. Mitä muuta? Pizza.
Halpaa tuoret. Joo.
Katuruoka on helppo tapa tutustua vieraisiin ruokakulttuureihin nopeasti lähellä kotiovea tai työpaikan ovea. Sitä.
Good, tasty, greasy.
I think the street food idea is kind of spilling over into more kind of a little bit from the restaurant side as well, and people are going out to experience eating out, and maybe a different kind of food is able to be made because you don't have the same kind of fixed cost. Like let's say, we do of course have some rents and we do have some investments, but it's not the same as if you would have a restaurant. So you're able to experiment more with different kinds of foods or different kinds of ingredients without having a huge risk. Like now every week I've been trying a different menu, just because I know that okay, it's not gonna cost me 200,000 with the new restaurant and a whole new concept and new budget and new marketing and all this. So in that way it also is kind of a little bit more interesting and fun to try new things all the time. I grew up in Asia, so it was part of my life was always buying food from the bicycle guy, and that was kind of part of my childhood. But the first time was probably at Flow Festival 5 years ago when I started doing street food concepts. We did sandwiches, Vietnamese sandwiches. So that was maybe 5 years ago when I first started it, that we started doing the street food. I think in general people are open to try new foods, and they know that they can try something for around 10 euros. They're going to get a nice meal, something interesting, something different, and they're going to have a good time. I don't think that it's not a big investment for them. It's like going out for a dining experience where you buy the wine and you have the waiters and you sit down. And I mean, nothing against that because I have a restaurant myself and I love the restaurant culture. So I definitely am not saying that restaurants are over. I still believe completely in the restaurants and going out for dinner. I just think this is maybe a kind of new way to experience food, where it's always, I would say in Finland or Scandinavia, it's always been very formal or very strict, or even almost for a certain class only. And it's been changing the last 5 years that people have started to dine out. And now this is just maybe going a little bit to the next step, where from dining out to dining with more friends and more people, and without having the let's dress up and go for a dinner, but let's just hang out in this park and let's grab something from the food truck, I would like to maybe see more diversity and more, but I think to see that all these people sitting around and having fun, and some people even had, a picnic blanket here and a bottle of wine, and I was like, hey, why not, enjoy it. Go to Alko and buy a bottle of wine. I don't know if that's allowed, and then come and get some food. I mean, to me, it's if you're enjoying and having a good time with your friends, then that's the reward.